So everybody should have gotten the email I sent out. So we're gonna go to that email and we're gonna open it up. You should see the link pop up. You're gonna press and hold the link, and then you're gonna press open link. Now, when the web browser opens, it should immediately or a few seconds after show this message, which just shows how to add the app to the home screen. So you're gonna click the arrow up button and you're gonna scroll down and add to home screen. Add. And then you're just gonna go back to the home screen. Now, depending on how many apps you have on your home screen, you may have to look for it, you may not, but it's gonna be there. So for my Android users, how to install and add the app to your home screen. So just like before, we're gonna go to the email. You're gonna press and hold the link, and then you're gonna press open in browser. Now, once the app open in the browser, you should receive this message. But if you don't receive this message, then you can just install the app manually. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click the circle with the arrow down at the top of the screen. And then at the bottom, you should get the message. Click install. And then you're gonna wait a few seconds and you should receive a message letting you know that the app has been installed. So then we're gonna go back to the home screen. And if you slide through your home screen and you don't find the app, that's okay. What you're gonna do is you're gonna slide up on your home screen and you're gonna enter the search bar. If you don't see the app in your recent apps, just search for the name of the app. And then you're gonna press and hold the app and then click add to home. And it's gonna take you right to the app. So we're gonna click on the app and open it up. And then you're just gonna select your service type. Let's do long-term care. So when it opens up, you'll just proceed to fill out the form as usual. Here I'm gonna use John Doe, just because. And when you're putting in the weeks, you can just use the calendar to the side just to select the date, so that way you wouldn't have to type it in. Select service type, LTC. And then here is just notes for you guys' information, things you should already know. And here's the time chart. I would recommend inputting each date for the days, so that way when you go back and input your time daily, it would already be there and you wouldn't have to do it. Just makes things a little quicker. I'm gonna input my time in, my time out. Now this part might get a little tedious because I'm gonna input for each day just for the purpose of the video. I'm gonna be off on Wednesday, just to make it a little quicker. And let's say I'm off on Saturday too. So then we're gonna scroll over and then input our total hours. I'm just gonna state, if you wanna input your hours correctly, you can use a hour calculator. And here, let's just input something for the purpose of the video. We're gonna say that we wasn't able to clock out. We're gonna input our name. And then when you write your signature, you can just use your finger as if your finger is a pencil and just, write your signature. Get the consumer to do the same thing and hit next. Now here is the LTC service log. Your name again, consumer's name, consumer's date of birth. And again, we're going to use the calendar to the right just to select the dates. And then here is the service log. As I said before, just input the dates so that way it'll already be there. Saturday. And I'm just gonna do a few of these services. I'm not gonna do all of them. It will take too long for this video, for the purpose of this video. And light housekeeping. And this part is pretty easy because you're just typing your initials. And again, it may be a little tedious, but just bear with me. Okay. Let's say I took the consumer to the doctor that day. Friday. And I was off on Saturday. Oh, good. So we're gonna scroll down. Consumer signature. Date they signed or date it was completed. Your signature and date. Now for people that have those pins for their phones, it might be easier, but it's not that bad. And here is the progress notes, consumer name, John Doe, staff, your name, the date and your clock in time. And I'm gonna write notes for Sunday, but that's the only day I'm gonna write notes because I don't want this video to be too long. And if I write notes for every day that we said I work, then it's gonna be a little bit too long. So just an example here. Now, I'm not an expert at writing notes. I just put it as I would write a sentence or write something I was doing. Checked in and period. I'm going to go through and just select the date and the clock in time for each day I worked. Now, so you won't get confused, the notes are below and the date and time are above for that day that the notes show. Just to throw that out there. Now here I inputted the time, but when you're off, you know you don't have to input the time. I just did it for the purpose of the video, even though it's incorrect. Like I said, I'm not inputting notes for each day, but you guys know that you have to write notes for every day you worked. Now here I made a mistake on purpose, and I'll show you guys that at the end of the video. Again, signature, date, and we are finished. So let's say you get to the end and you're not sure that you inputted anything correct. There's a preview PDF button here that we're going to click on. Allow. And then boom, you can view your inputs in the paper form. Go through to make sure that everything is correct. All that is correct. The signatures are a little small, but that's fine. Dates and time, initials, all check out. Now here goes my notes. Now I said I made a mistake earlier, and here's where you can correct those mistakes if you catch them. So here I'm going to zoom in. Now you see my date is wrong. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to correct that. It's 8/5. And we corrected it. So let's say it's Monday and you only inputted Monday's information and you want to save it to continue. We're going to hit save. And as I said before, I would recommend creating a Jotform account rather than saving it and sending it to your email to prevent going back and forth. So just go ahead and sign up. I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in. Now, after you sign up and once that's completed, you can just open the app back up, and you're going to see submission saved as draft. We're going to exit out of that. Look at our account, make sure we're logged in. Then we're going to go back. Now we're going to select our service type again. And as you can see, we have a form saved. We're going to click on that and boom. All of your inputs were saved and you can just continue as is. And like I said before, you can save it daily and just continue where you stopped. And we're done. So we're going to hit submit. And you should see a thank you page.